booyaka shot. Booyaka shot. Booyaka shot. Yeah. So fantasy football season is here. Week 1 is in the books, and you already drafted, you started your season, and you're like, what do I do now? Fantasy basketball is coming, but I'm not all the way committed to that. I'm still thinking about fantasy football. Listen, fantasy football drafts are done. There are no more drafts. So what you need to do is come on in. Come home. Stop playing yourself thinking that, oh, you're going to set your lineups once a week and it's going to give you the fix that you need for that fantasy sports urge. In this episode, we're going to satisfy your craving with a 12-team fantasy basketball draft. We believe every NBA fan should play fantasy basketball. If you're watching this right now, you are watching the uncut version of this episode. We typically cut these up and edit them a little bit, and then we republish the live version. So if you're watching this live and you want to get access to this video later, just grab the URL wherever you're watching it or the link and then go from there. I've had a crazy day, y'all. When I tell you, it has been wild. And this is an impromptu live stream. We actually have a weekly live stream that goes down on Sunday nights at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When I tell you, I couldn't even do the live. I think this is the first time all season that I was unable to actually conduct the live stream because I had some family stuff happening, like serious family stuff. But I'm here tonight to kind of do a makeup show, but also just connect with my community. You guys give me so much positive vibration, so it's only right for me to just pull up when and whenever I can. So big shout out to my man Reed. What it do, my guy? How I'm doing? I'm feeling good, man. I had a really good phone call tonight with a new creator that's going to be joining our community, so I'm hyped about that. And also just really stoked about the new season. I see things are ramping up. Big shout out to Matty G, my man D-Mac cooking with hot bacon grease out in his piece. And then we got my man Ethan, who's about to join us. Make sure you guys check out Ethan. Ethan is at Fantasy. What the heck is his handle? I think it's Fantasy FNTSY, Fantasy Hoop Story. Fantasy Hoop Spot Post. So Fantasy Hoops Post. Check him out on Twitter. Okay, it looks like the actual draft room is going to open up in a minute. I got my man B-Ball Dad up in the building. Us B-Ball Dads got to stick together. Man, I love that new profile picture too. Dang, you got the Kobe with the 2 championships? Let's get it. If you are tuning into the live stream on X or YouTube, please do us a favor and let us know where you're checking in from, how you feeling right now. We're going to have some fun tonight. I do not have my rankings handy. I will be going freestyle off the dome tonight, but more importantly, we have some amazing drafters in the building. As always, I like to shout them out on the live stream. B-Ball Dad with the first pick. Then we got Big Per Beastly, MC Fizz, Arya. Oh, what up, my man Arya in the building. Matthias, I'm drafting at the 6th position. Then we got Goku, Hayden, Kevin. That's a great name. Alex, Z, and then Team Reed. Of course. Oh, that's a great spot for you, Reed. I love that. Okay, so this thing is going to kick off in about 10 seconds. Let me go ahead and line this up so we can get this going. Make sure that we are pristine with the transitions here. See if they allow me. Oh, my phone going off. Jeez Louise. Enter draft. And let's see if this transition's over. Yes, it is. Beautiful. And here we are. Cool. My man Matt Carmody in the building. You already know, my guy. Let's get it. And if you guys have questions and stuff, please drop them in the chat. I'll get to the questions throughout the show. But let's go ahead and have some fun. Got that air horn on repeat. Let's go, Robin. We're gonna rock this joint right now. We're gonna have a good show tonight, y'all. Let's pray we have good Wi-Fi. Okay, cool. So we're back in the mock draft room. This joint is about to go down. We are literally seconds away from the first pick, and I know who's going to go off the board first. Like, I literally have a crystal ball built into my dome. When I tell you, first pick will be the Joker. This, I can promise you. If we get the Joker on the first pick, I'm going to let off a mighty, mighty air horn. Let's do it. Come on, B-ball dad. Just pick the Joker. You know you're gonna pick him. And then 2, we're gonna have Wemby. Come on, pick the Joker. I don't know why you taking 11 seconds, my guy. Don't. There we go. Air horn it is. We got the Joker off the board. Oh, Luke at 2. Luke. No, Luke. I did not expect that one. I did not see that one coming from Big Purr. Wow. At 3, we got SGA. That makes sense. I'm not mad at that at all. And then we got Victor Wembanyama at the 4. Victor falling to 4. Holy chips. Let me lock in. I got 30 seconds to make a decision. Oh, man. So I know there are some options, but I'm going to do what I'm sticking to. I'm going with your mans in them. Motor, Cade, Grenade, Cunningham. Ooh, at the 6. Oh, my gosh. Ant-Man gonna be mad at me. I'm just saying. Let's go to the board view here so we can take a look and see what we have. After Victor Wembanyama at the 1-4, we have Giannis at the 1-5. I grabbed Cade Cunningham at the 1-6. Then we got Anthony Davis at the 1-7. I just did an episode about the 6th pick and how people are looking at either AD or Cade Cunningham. Earlier on in the offseason, I was higher on AD, but as time has just passed and the more I just look into it, I'm really excited about Cade Cunningham. So drafting him here at the 6th position is actually what I was hoping for, and I think that's where we need to look at him for points leagues especially. Let's get back to the recap. After Domantas Sabonis at the 1-8, we have Anthony Edwards at the 1-9. Then we have Trae Young at the 1-10, James Harden at the 1-11, and then Devin Booker poking his Phoenix Suns head into the first round. That is wild, insane, crazy. Okay. After Devin Booker at the 1-12, we got LeBron, Father of Time, James at the 2-1. I just heard a report recently, actually, that LeBron James is in the top 12, I believe, for the top 100 players by Locked On Sports. I believe. I could be wrong with the number, but they have him pretty high as a near 50-year-old man. He's not 50. I'm just saying that because I'm almost 50. And sometimes I feel like I'm 20. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm up again. Jeez Louise. Man, that was fast. I know these guys are not all here. I know. Hold up. I was about to say, shish kebabs. Man, this is tough. I'm going to have to take Paolo. I'm going to take Steph. It's Steph or Paolo. Can I call a friend? Hey, should I take Steph or Paolo? Well, you already drafted Paolo once this year. You ain't draft Steph yet. I know, but Steph, take Steph. I will. Oh, the auto draft? Shish kebabs. Messing around. I got Steph. Jeez Louise. I was messing around. I almost auto drafted, y'all. Got to get my stuff together. But at the same time, in all seriousness, I think that there comes a point of the second round where you're going to get opportunities to draft some of these older legends. Names like Kevin Durant, names like Steph Curry, names like LeBron, Father of Time James. So for me, in that second round, I'm fine with any of those three players. However, in the second round, you also want to think about players like Devin Booker, Paolo Banchero. Are they available? Are they still on the board? Jalen Brunson, on the other hand, someone that just went off the board, is someone that I'm not that interested in. Let's get to the recap so we can fill you in on Jalen Brunson. So after LeBron, Father of Time James at the 2-1, we have Evan Mobley at the 2-2. That's a little high for Evan Mobley for me, but I'm not mad at it. If you might know something that we don't, because he had a leap last year, he might in fact have another one. At the 2-3, we got Kevin Durant. I love that pick. At the 2-4, Tyrese Maxey. 2-5, Karl-Anthony Towns. I'm way higher on Karl-Anthony Towns than this. Him going that late is concerning to me. At the 2-6, we got Amin Thompson. That's a little too early for my taste. 2-7, we got Steph Curry. I'm okay with that. 2-8, I would have took Paolo if I didn't take Steph. At the 2-9, Jalen Brunson. I'm okay with that. With that pick in this spot. At the 2-10, Alperen Sengun. Did y'all see? Oh my God. I wish I could pull it up. Go on Twitter right now and just search Alperen Sengun. Alperen the Goon Sengun. When I tell you, he did the most amazing behind the back pass. Let me know in the comments, did you guys see that? That joint was crazy. So I'm up in a couple of picks. So I'm not going to go back to the recap. I'm going to go back to picking the next player that I want. So Franz Wagner is of some interest here. I believe LaMelo is already off the board. There's another player that I really like. I'm not going to say his name because I believe Mateus is listening and watching. So I'm going to hold and I'm going to draft the player I want, which is Chet Holmgren. So let's get back to the recap. After Alperen the Goon Sengun, we got Jalen Williams at the 2-11. Love that pick. At the 2-12, Donovan Mitchell. It is a relief to see the Don going off the board in the second round. He's been falling to the third, y'all. I'm not with that life. At the 3-1, we got your mans in him. Ja. With the blicky in the club on the live stream. Morant at the 3-1. At the 3-2, I think this is tons of value. LaMelo Ball falls to the 3-2. Then we got at the 3-3, Scotty Too Hottie Barnes. At the 3-4, we got Tyler Hero De Niro. And then at the 3-5, we got Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson was going off the board in the second round in points leagues earlier on in drafts, in mock draft season. It's interesting to see him fall down to the third round. I'm okay with my pick. At the 3-6, grabbing Chet. I will take it every day, all day, and tomorrow. At the 3-7, arguably my favorite name to say in all of fantasy basketball. At the 3-7, we got Josh, the Giddler. Giddey at the 3-7 just secured a 4-year, $100 million contract. Some would argue that he should get more than $100 million for 4 years, but come on, man. What are we complaining about? I'm up in a couple of picks, so I'm going to lock in and then come back to the recap. So in the fourth round, it looks like a couple of interesting players on the board. In the immortal words of my man, Matty G, some tasty picks here. We got Cooper Flag, Bam Adebayo, Desmond Bring the Pain Bane. I'm interested in Zion Williamson, although it is a risk. Then we got, I'm not messing with Kawhi, y'all. I am out on Kawhi. I am out on Kawhi Leonard. Totally. Definitely open to Zubats here and open to Zion. So that's kind of the four players that I'm looking at. Flag is off the board. Bam is here. I'm just going to safely secure Bam here. No problem. No problem at all. I'm fine with that. Okay. So let's get back to the recap. After Josh the Giddler Giddy, we have De'Aaron Fox at the 3-8. And then we got your mans in them from the Sacramento Kings at the 3-9, DeMar. Not like us, DeRozan. You a fan, you a fan, you a fan. You a 69 God. After DeMar DeRozan, we have Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr., Nikola Vucevic off the board at the 311. Not mad at that. Interested to see what will happen in Chicago with Vucevic. They've been saying they're going to trade him for 7 years, but maybe I was wrong on the math there, but whatevs. At the 312, we got Pascal Siakam. That's interesting. Pascal Siakam was going in the second round of mock drafts earlier on in the season. We started mock drafting in July, y'all. We are absolute sickos when it comes to this. So we was out here cooking with hot bacon grease early in the morning. You heard? But he's fallen now to the third round. So that's interesting to see. After Pascal Siakam at 312, we have Jaylen Brown at the 4-1. How the mighty have fallen. Derek White at the 4-2. 4-3, we got Jamal Murray. At the 4-4, Josh Hart. Guys, I am out on Josh Hart. Out. At the 4-5, Franz Wagner, value bomb. Man, I wish I could drop a value bomb on that joint. That is crazy. After Franz Wagner, we have Cooper Flagg at the 4-6. I'm going to go into the queue here and take a look and see what I can do. So I want to grab Kawhi, but I don't know if I'm going to draft him anymore. This might be the last time. Let me draft him tonight for this mock draft. If he's available. No, somebody took him. Okay, cool. Thank God. You let him be your problem. So here, man, I'm not going to roll my dice too much. I'm looking at either Brandon Miller or Zach LaVine here. I'd like to secure a wing. I'm not so interested in Miles Bridges. I'm going to go ahead and grab Brandon Miller here. Yeah, I prefer Brandon Miller here. Let's just do it. He's upside out the wazoo. We're interested to see what he's going to do. Oh, I rhymed there. You see what I did there? Okay. After Cooper Flagg at the 4-6, we got Bam Adebayo at the 4-7. Then at the 4-8, we got your mans in them. Dyson, the Merchant of Theft, Daniels, a.k.a. the Burglar at the 4-8. After Dyson Daniels at the 4-9, we have Jalen Green. I think that might be a little too high for my taste. 4-10, Austin Reeves, not feeling that. Zion Williamson at the 4-11, I am. I would not pair him up with players like Kawhi Leonard, players like Anthony Davis, players like Kyrie Irving, DeJounte Murray, Darius Garland, any of those guys who are already injured. But I think in the fourth round value for a guy that could do 25 and 10 when healthy, let's do it. At the 4-12, we got my man Zubats. At the 5-1, we got Desmond. Bring the pain, Bane. Ooh, ooh. I came to bring the bane hardcore to your brain. Go out my astral plane. Find out my mental based on instrumental methods. Hey, so you can find monumental methods. I'm not the cane. I'm the decaf. I stick them for the bane. Bane, bane, bane. After Desmond Bane, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What the frick are we doing out here? Come on, man. After Desmond bring the pain Bane, we got Joel Embiid. Lord, I do not want that headache. I mean, listen, I was drafting him at some points for mocks. I think I recently filmed my top 10 do not draft list, and he's on the list. So I'm officially out on Joel Embiid. Speaking of out, let me not play myself out and let me get focused and get ready to make a pick. So Miles Bridges still here. I don't typically draft guys on the same team like that, but yeah, I might just do that. I might just do that. Shish kebabs. I'm looking at Miles Bridges or Rudy Gobert here. Shoot, that's a lot of value. I'm just gonna take Miles. Like, why not? Like, if he's falling, I'm not stalling. Come on now. Where you at? Couple more interesting players. I'm gonna start queuing some people up, actually. I'm gonna queue up a few people just so I can kind of have some of the players that I want if in fact there is some malarkey that occurs. Peyton Pritchard is moving up. Jeez Louise. Yeah, these guys, all four of these guys, I'm interested in. So let's see if one of them is available by the time it comes back around to me. While we wait for my next pick, let's get back to the recap. Okay. Oh, one of my players is off the board. Jeez Louise. Two of them, actually. After Joel Embiid, we have Jordan, leave the kids at the pool with the baddies. Then we have Trey Murphy the third, Kawhi Leonard at the 5-5, Brandon Miller, I grabbed, love that pick. Deni Avdija, man, listen. I don't know if I want to love or hate Deni Avdija. I just don't know. I honestly, I think there's a hype train happening, and it's a couple of players that I'm a little, I want to say, radical in my assessment of them as a fantasy analyst. I haven't been vocal about it publicly yet. I'm getting close. One of them is Deni. I won't elaborate, but I have concerns the further he goes up in ADP. If you guys want me to share all of my radical takes, let me know, because I'm going to tell you sooner or later. But right now, I'm just trying to be, I want to pay attention to see what other people are saying before I jump out the proverbial window, because this, like, I don't know how y'all don't smell this dead fish. Okay, let me get locked in because I have to make a pick now. It looks like all of the people that are queued up are gone. Like, what the heck is that about? You guys are sickos, man. Let a brother live. Y'all gonna make me really draft RJ Barrett? Come on, man. I'm not gonna draft RJ Barrett. I'd rather draft OG Anunoby. Anytime I draft OG, I'm hyped. I'm sorry. I just love me some OG Anunoby. Oh man, I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So let us continue with the recap. After Deni Avdija at the 5-7, we have Zach LaVine, Mikal Bridges, Jared Allen, Miles Turner, Jakob Poeltl. Top of the 6th, Collins, Butler, the third, that is, Jimmy, $100 cup of coffee, Butler. At the 6-3, Kobe White, Walker, the stalker, Kessler at the 6-4, Fred VanVleet, Gobert, Bridges, Miles, that is, Jalen Duren, Julius Randle, Porzingis, Markkanen, Michael Porter Jr. with the craziest podcast run in history. Darius Garland at the 7-1. Peyton Pritchard off the board at 7-2. I got a couple of players, and I'm going to talk about these hype trains. I'm going to do a hype train episode. I'm giving y'all a teaser right now. And again, some of this is going to be radical, and people are going to disagree, and that's what this is about. It's all fun, right? But this is crazy, y'all. Deni Avdija in the 5th round, Peyton Pritchard in the 7th. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Anyway, let me get right. After Peyton Pritchard, Cam Thomas at the 7th. At the 7-3? Come on, man. Where they do that at? At the 7-4, DeAndre Ayton, quickly, OG Anunoby, that is. DeJounte Murray at the 7-7. Come on, man. He just had a torn Achilles. RJ Barrett, McCollum, Williams, Mark that is, Cameron Johnson, Onyeka Okongwu at the 7-12. 8-1 Norman Powell, Brandon Ingram at the 8-2. And I'm going to go ahead and try to line up a few players here. So I look like I could use, I feel really good about this squad so far, honestly. I feel really good about this squad. Eyeing a few players here that are still on the board. Let me try to queue a couple of them up. That is not happening right now. This scroll feature is really hard when you are filming a freaking show. I just want to say that publicly out loud. I don't know if people who do this on ESPN have the same issues that I have, but this is a challenge because they out here just like, I'll scroll and they're like, scroll back. I'm like, bro, like I'm doing something here. Jeez Louise. Okay. So it looks like I'm going to make a panic pick because, oh, there's somebody I'm interested in. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take this guy. This guy is very interesting to me. I'm going to draft Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm okay with that. Let me get back to the recap. After Brandon Ingram at the 8-3, we got Asar Thompson at the 8-4. Oh, my God. Come on, man. He could keep falling in drafts. It won't be enough. Huh? And I pray and I hope that I'm not in the minority here, like where people believe Paul George is going to put on for the city. If it's podcast P, I'm all there. I think he is actually one of the best NBA player creators. His podcast is dope, and I love his guests. I love his interview style. He has a future in media. He was a great player at one point. He had the hugest dip in his season stats that we've ever seen. So 8th round, although fair, if you can get Paul George in the 8th round, if you ever roll dice, you blow the dice, roll them, nothing. You ain't going to win. You're going to have a player that you drafted in the 8th round that will play 30 games. And I pray to the fantasy gods that I am wrong. Knock on wood. I pray that I'm wrong. But history, don't lie. History proves itself time and time again. Stay the frick away from Paul George. I'm just saying. After Paul George, we got Christian Braun, and I'm going to go ahead and lock in because I got a pick coming. I'm going to grab a rookie. Is it 9th round? Let me see what I got. Who's available? Let me see. Oh, shish kebabs. I lost Matas. God, I hate when I lose Matas Buzelis. That really chaps my hide. Oh, that makes me mad. Crap. That makes me so mad. Crap. That makes me so mad. I'm going to grab Shaden Sharp. Ah, crap. That makes me mad. I always want Matas Buzelis. And Matas probably going to be on the waiver wire for all we know. But I know I'm high on him. This is a player that I'm high on. And, like, listen. Some of the other people that I talked about or hinted at, I should say, hinting at a player like Peyton Pritchard, hinting on a player like Denny Avdia. And honestly, I'm going to just put it out there. And I'm going to do an episode on it. But Josh Giddey, I love Josh Giddey. He put on for the city last season. But there's a certain level of hype surrounding him right now that's a little concerning to me. And I've seen this happen before. I've seen people hyped about players, especially players who are younger who come into new contracts, right? I don't know. And I'll unpack it and I'll make sure that it is fair and legit. But, like, we are a little too hyped about some of these players, guys. Come on, man. We can't be out here, like, jumping out the window for guys that was on the waiver wire last week. The frick out of here. Anyway, let me get focused. I am not that happy about my Shaden Sharp pick, but that is okay. After Christian Brown, though, at the 8-5, we have my man Aaron Gordon, Isaiah Hartenstein, Jaden Ivey. Love that pick. Oh my gosh, I love that pick. Then we have Dan Gafford, and I'm up in a minute. So let me go ahead and lock in, see what kind of value I can get here. I'm okay with Naz Reid here. I'm okay with Nick Claxton. Okay with how many picks I got left? 3 picks. I got to start reaching for some people I want. You a fan. I got to start reaching for some people I want. I might just do it. I might just go rookie for the bookie with the cookies. Let's get it. Yo, I got my man VJ. I'll do it. Hey, listen. I'm not playing no games when it comes to these later rounds. I keep telling people, we be out here when we get to the 11th pick, 12th pick, still trying to like make these super duper stable decisions. In your last 3 rounds, imagine this. And let me know in the comments. For most fantasy managers, they've experienced this. When the season starts, the people that you grabbed in those later rounds, or even a different way to say it, the 3 lowest performing people on your squad will end up on the waiver wire. You'll be trying to stream spots. If you don't know what streaming is when you bring players in, cycle them in and out to fill roster spots to get as many games played as possible. These guys that you're like so high on, I'm going to grab Kelly Oubre Jr., man. Like, that shit with my 11th pick. That ain't going to mean nothing. He going to be in the waiver wire with everybody else. So it's better off, and this is the ninja trick, especially for my beginners, swing for the fences in those last 3 rounds and target upside. Younger guys, first, second, third year players. I'm just saying. Speaking of younger guys, man, I'm about to just grab the rookie of the year. He here still? Shoot, let me just do that. I don't think I've done that yet. Stephon Castle, come on home, man. I'm okay with that. And I got 1 more pick? No, I got 2 more picks. Okay, let's do that. Let's do the recap, and then we'll start lining up our last 2 picks. So after let me get focused here. After Dan Gafford, we have Portis, Buzelis, Beal, Kevin Porter Jr., Nimhard, Simons. 9-4, we got Vassell, George, Sharp, Sarr, Kamara, Monk, Harris, Pajimski, McCain. At that 10-1, Russell, Ware, Nesmith, Washington, PJ that is, Claxton, Filipowski, Edgecombe, Koulibaly, Murray, Bailey, Harper, Kuminga, Suggs, Clayton Jr., Reed, Schroeder, Irving. I'm okay with Kyrie in the 11th round. I am okay with that. That is fire, actually. And I've been telling people, like, stay away from him. Like, what are y'all doing? Like leave him alone. I'm going to get a more stable pick for my next one, but definitely still a bit of upside, but not a young buck by any stretch of the imagination. Still someone with a bunch of potential. Is he still there? Yeah, I'm going to grab Herb Jones here. I like Herb Jones in the later rounds. Okay, cool. After Kyrie Irving, love that pick. Castle, Huff. Woo! Yo, I love when Jay Huff gets drafted. Because you gotta dig, like, for all my fantasy fanatics out there, you gotta dig in like the bargain bin for your man. you gotta dig in the bargain bin for your man. The rollback prices at Walmart for Jay Huff. But I'm telling you, grabbing him in the 11th, I am not mad at that at all. After Huff, we got the Sumnu, Westbrook. I'm not crazy about that. Da Vinci, Lord give me the strength. DiVincenzo, Scoot, the Boot, Henderson, Scottie Pippen Jr., T.J. McConnell, Isaiah Collier at the 12-2, Donovan Clingan, Jonas Valanciunas, Andrew Wiggins, Bub Carrington, Herb Jones, Cam Whitmore. I love that pick. At the 12-9, Colin Sexton, Zach Edey at the 12-10, Yang Hansen at the 12-11. Man, I would have loved to get Yang Hansen. I am sick about that one. Let me get my last pick ready. Let me line somebody up real quick. Draymond? Let me take old Draymond out here. Let me find out Draymond's still here. Draymond. Ugh, this looks like the waiver wire all-stars. Dang, this is like USA versus the waiver wire. This joint is oogly. Yuck. Yuck. Let's go ahead and grab. I'm gonna grab Draymond. So I don't auto pick. I'll grab Draymond. I don't have a power forward. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't have a power forward. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everything is not perfect in life. Okay. So back to the recap. After Cam Whitmore, we have Sexton, Edey, Hansen, Lively, Mathurin at the 13-1, Ricochet, Igor Dimon. Ooh, I love that pick. Jaden McDaniels, Brooks, Dylan, that is, Green, Draymond, that is, Quentin Grimes, Jeremy Sohan, Brooke Lopez, Santi Aldama. And we got a couple more picks. And then make sure you stick around because I'm going to do an honest review of my team on our world famous 1-5 GOAT rating. After Santi, we have Hunter, and then Ryan Kalkbrenner, my guy, goes off the board and he's not on my team. That is crazy. I love that. Okay, so we're going to do an honest assessment of this team. Remember, we use the world famous 1-5 GOAT rating. So 1 GOAT means that you're stinking up the joint. 5 GOATs means top is off, boobies is out, hair blowing in the proverbial freaking wind. Let's get it. First, we got Cade Cunningham. Yes. Steph Curry. Yes. Chet Holmgren. Yes. Bam Adebayo. Yes. Brandon Miller. Yes. Miles Bridges. Yes. OG Anunoby. Yes. Hartenstein. Yes. Shaedon Sharpe. Maybe. I got to see it. VJ Edgecombe. Maybe. Stephon Castle. Maybe. Herb Jones. Maybe. And Draymond Green. Heck to the no. I would have rather have Kalkbrenner. I am out on Draymond Green. I started off really strong. I think it's right about Shaedon Sharpe where it got kind of iffy. And then at the end, I think I bombed with Draymond Green. So I'll give myself, honestly, a 3 out of 5 GOAT rating. Now that you know who to pick from the 6th position, check out this playlist so you can know every position for mock drafts. Now that you know who to pick from the 6th position, check out our playlist so you can see every mock draft. Now that you know where to pick from this, now that you know who to pick from the 6th position, check out our playlist of mock drafts so you can find out who to draft at every position. Cut. Woo! Yo, we out here. Let's get it. Josh Lloyd has Giddey top 10 in both points leagues formats. His projections must be insane. Listen, I love Josh. Josh is my guy. I'm just hearing so much about Josh Giddey. He just got his deal today. So because he got his deal today, we need to like adjust our rankings. And it's just like, and I'm not saying injuries, right? So injuries is something we can't predict. So I could say like, hey, I believe Josh Giddey is going to be top 20. And then he's top 20, but he only played 15 games. Great. But he didn't help my team. I'm just saying the energy around players like Peyton Pritchard, Josh Giddey, Denny Avdia. The hype train is just going a little too fast for me. So I'm not saying that they are not going to put on. And I have historically had radical takes around stuff, right? Like I'm the same guy who said in Wemby's rookie year, don't draft Wemby because he's not proven. We haven't seen anything from him. So why are you trying to draft him in the first round? We haven't seen anything from him. In that case, I was wrong, but I was also the same guy who said, don't draft Zion Williamson early because we haven't seen anything from him. And it turned out to be right. So with these players, with these like very aggressive hype trains where it's like, oh my God, he's got a deal. That's it. He's going to be top 5. I'm like, I don't know. You know, can you rate all of the other teams? I can't do that tonight. But if we want to, we can create a process where maybe I do it in a Discord. If you're not in a Discord, you can join for free. Just visit believeinfantasy.com and I can definitely do some of that there. Just tonight, I don't have the bandwidth to do that. Ray says, if your league gives 10 plus for double doubles and 15 for triple doubles, you'd understand the Giddey hype. That's good. And I think it is worth noting that every league is different, right? So like when you say something like that, it makes sense for someone to be super hyped. But I think across the board, like if you're in a standard points league, if you're in a standard category league, yes, we can be excited about players. But once the player's value goes beyond what they performed the previous year, and we're projecting that they're going to be way more than they ever were, it's like then now we're not getting a deal. And that's where you win in fantasy. You don't win in fantasy being like, oh my God, like Josh Giddey's going to be top 15, top 10. Let me draft him at 12. And then he's top 20, 25. Well, he still finished top 25, but you paid top 12 value for him. Same thing for Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard in this draft, I think he went 6th, 7th round. He was going 10th round earlier on in mock draft season. He might be 9th round value, but then if we draft him in the 6th round, like what are we doing here? Like all I'm saying is when you hear a player's that name that much, like when people are zigging, I'm zagging. I'm like, no, I don't know about that. Let's slow down a little bit. Evan Mobley, yeah. Peyton Pritchard, maybe not. I'm just saying. Okay, let's take a couple more. What's your opinion on Anthony Simons? Is he worth the risk since he may be traded midseason or possibly get shut down if the Celtics aren't in playoff contention? First of all, the Celtics will not be in playoff contention, Smooth Hacks. Huh? The playoffs? We talking about the playoffs? No. The Celtics will not be in playoff contention. When it comes to players like Anthony Simons who have looming question marks floating over their mind, body, and soul, I am staying away. There comes a point in the draft where I'll consider him if he keeps falling. Like, I don't know if you guys follow old WWF, WWE wrestling, the $1 Million Man. Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man. And in fantasy basketball, everybody's got a price for Anthony Simons. I'm just not paying premium prices. So if he falls, it's something I might consider. It might be worth a risk depending on how my roster is constructed. But ultimately, I'm fading Anthony Simons in most scenarios. Smooth Hacks also says, is Darius Garland worth the risk in the middle rounds despite him possibly missing the beginning part of the season? I think Garland is worth the risk. Very similar to players like LaMelo Ball or Anthony Davis, people who get banged up. He has an injury that's not like a critical injury like a DeJounte Murray or a Kyrie Irving. So for that reason, I'd be open to drafting him. Let's take a few more. Oh my God. Matt says that Şengün pass. I don't know if you guys saw it, man. I might have to pull that joint up. Should I pull it up? I'm about to just pull that joint up. It was that good, yo. I don't typically do this, but like I might just have to pull this joint up. It's that good. Man, I was like, people really be sleeping on Şengün. Be acting like he is some regular player. I've been high on him, and people just sleep. People just sleep. They're like, baby Joker, no one can be the baby Joker. The Joker is the Joker. Oh, here it is. Oh my God. This is it. Oh my God. Let me see if I can pause this joint. Oh my God. This is good. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen for y'all. This one is good. Oh, shish kebabs. Give me a second. This one is good. This one is very good. We're gonna pull this one. We're gonna end the show with this one. I'm sorry because this one is so good. So that's cool. We can do that and a little sound action.
Osman.
Oh my God. Let me rewind that joint. Is that the beginning? Let's rewind that joint. And you guys hearing the sound? You don't need the sound. You just watch it. Jeez Louise. Look at it.
Pass. Oh,
God.
Pass that was.
And then he kicks it back out. They messed that pass up. Look at this. Shish kebabs. Go up. Why did he pass it?
Now
You messed the assist
now
up.
you don't.
Just go up. Crazy. I would have went up.
Oh,
go up.
Pass that was.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Jeez Louise. All right, so I'm glad we got to make up the mock draft. Listen, guys, if you are not currently in the community, make sure you pull up to BelieveInFantasy.com. You get access to our free Discord. You get access to our free newsletter, the Believe in Fantasy newsletter. You also can enter to win this Cade Cunningham rookie card that we will be, let that focus. All right, that we will be giving away. We'll also be giving away a bunch of other ungraded rookie cards, including this Tyrese Halliburton rookie card, which is an absolute beaut. And we're also giving away $100 Amazon gift card. Like, it is not a game. We are out here really trying to nurture and support the community, because ultimately we are here trying to help you win championships. And that's really what it boils down to. But we also are building a community that is built on shared interest, and we're grateful for you. With that being said, don't forget, play the waivers, set your freaking lineups, and believe in fantasy. Peace.